from LAX 2049, group 35. So we are going to introduce ourselves first.
Hi, I'm Nurul binti Jafri, number metric 200540.
Hi, my name is Audi Azlia binti Azmi. My metric number is 201029.
Hi everyone. Hi, my name is Zhi Ying and my matrix number is 202926.
Hi, my name is Irdina binti Shahrin. My matric number is 202262.
Hi, my name is Nurwahidah binti Rosli. My metric number is 202037.
My name is Nurul binti Azam and my matrix number is 200955.
My name is Norellyza binti Nadzri. Matrix number is 202751.
Hi, my name is Mohd Syahiran bin Izham and my matrix number is 200474.
We're coming back to our second discussion. So based on our last discussion, we had choose health to be one of the section in our Be Ready to Post news publication. So in this session, we need to choose 2 recent news to be added in our health section. So any ideas from you guys?
Okay, so I want to start first. Alright, okay, so for health session, I think I want to choose his issue because as we know that Malaysia has been facing his season. Okay, so I think it is good to enlighten our readers about his. We can talk about what is the main cause of this haze. As we know that this haze is not coming from Malaysia but is from Indonesia. It is because slash and burn practice by farmers for Indonesia, and it mainly affect East Malaysia. And next, we can also talk about the effects of haze to our health. So, as we know that haze can lead to the development of medical conditions such as bronchitis and so on. And last one, we also can share tips to do when haze season. And I think we can prevent the people from suffering from the haze. So that's from my opinion. So you guys want to add something?
I need to add on something. Good explanation about haze. So I'm going to talk about general cancer, which has some connection with haze. So as we all know, cancer is uncontrolled growth of normal cells to becoming abnormal cells. So if the extra cells, they will form a tissue which is called tumor. As you all know, tumor is very dangerous to human and need to be removed through surgery. So cancer can occur anywhere in human body, no matter in our lungs, our brain, stomach or intestine. So 5 main categories of cancer is carcinomas, sarcomas, leukemia, lymphoma and central nervous systems. So there are several treatments for cancer, which is surgery, directly remove the tumor from any parts of our body. Second is chemotherapy, which injection of a liquid into our body and to destroy the cancer cells. Third is radiation therapy. So actually both chemotherapy and radiation therapy kills both cancer cells and our healthy cells in body. So there must be some side effects for our body. Both chemotherapy and radiotherapy will cause nausea, vomiting and hair loss, even diarrhea. So that's only from me for this topic.
Okay, I love the idea about the cancer, but how about we go more deeper about the cancer, which I choose breast cancer. As we all know, we are going through the October month, and October month actually is known as Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is more commonly known as Pinktober. So our society thought that breast cancer is a death sentence, but it is actually highly curable with our modern treatment. So actually there is a low awareness about how how the importance of finding breast cancer in early period before it is getting worse. So this slot will dedicate to spreading awareness on how to getting treatment earlier and going pink in support of the fight against breast cancer. So that's all from me.
Okay, I agree with Audi. As Audi said earlier, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is actually an international health campaign that organised by major of charities every October to increase the awareness of the disease, raise fund for research into its disease, treatment and cure. Majority of that occur in low and middle income countries where most women with breast cancer are diagnosed in late stages due to lack of awareness on early detection. From WHO, World Health Organization, there are about 1.38 million new cases and 458,000 deaths from breast cancer. Breast cancer, as we know, is the most common cancer in women that both in developed and developing countries. It is important for us to get know how our breasts normally look, so it is easier for us to spot any unusual changes to our breast. So if we detect the changes earlier, we can get adequate diagnosis and treatment, and there is a good chance for us to cure the cancer.
So for me, I would like to talk about fake doctors in health sessions, as there are many people trust them rather than real doctors. We all know that fake doctor is people who claim fake cures or pretending to have medical skills that they don't actually possess. They tend to cure a person with their home remedies and then came to mean one using false cures and knowledge. This will cause serious disease to the persons who trust this fake doctor. For example, there are many cases about fake dentists who give breast treatment using their uncertified medicines. The effect of these treatments will last longer to the persons, and also there are also persons who use their fake degrees to get them registered as a medical practitioners and done several surgeries to get money. People tend to trust this fake doctor because this fake doctor offer lower payment than real doctors. Thus, these sections will help spreading about the fake doctors so that the readers will not fall to their lies.
For the next news is mental illness. The article that I just read from easyuni.my by Sharifah Sakina, she said that suicidal cases are quite common in Malaysia. The number of reported suicidal cases among students increase over the years, and the age of students that attempt to commit suicide is getting younger too. Most suicidal attempts by students are caused by mental health issues, but many parents are not aware of it. So, a national survey by Ministry of Health revealed that Malaysian teens aged 13 to 17 are critically suffering from mental health problems. The main factors of mental illness are from peer pressure, harsh parenting styles, and mostly from family conflicts. If we are willing to be more attentive and caring, we can easily detect mental health issues among the people who are close to us. The way to overcome it is by talking to them when we find out the symptoms of depression and or anxiety, which are feeling sad or down, withdrawal from friends and activities, or major changes in eating habits.
Any idea from you, Apple?
I'm agree with all the news that talking about the general cancer and the diseases and about the haze, because we are if we knowing the ways to prevent the cancer or prevent from get harm from haze, we can help us to live longer and be more happier. Okay, so the news that I wanted to sharing about is Perak Sultan launches water treatment system at Orang Asli villages. This sources is cited from News Straits Times, okay, by Bernama. Okay, in Tapah, the Sultan of Perak, Sultan Nazrin Shah, launches the installations of 10 units of solar-powered safe-wear water system at 7 Orang Asli villages in the Batang Padang district here today. General Tan Sri Muhammad Zahidi said the safe-wear field water treatment system contributed by SASF, which became operational since September 7, supplied treatment water to more than 1,100 in the villages. The unit were installed in 5 weeks by Emirates with the cooperation of the Malaysian Armed Forces, involving a cost of 1.1 million, including a 10-year maintenance amount. The village which received the system were Kampung Orang Asli Batu 14, 14, Batu 15, Batu 16, Batu 17, Sekam Bawah, Batu 17 landing zones, and Batu 19 and Batu 20. So Zahidi said the village were picked after a study conducted by Emirates, and the district health office found there was a need for treated water at the village, which were dependent on natural water supplies and were susceptible to waterborne diseases. Okay, and SASF was incorporated as a limited company on February 6, 2006, with the purpose of promoting welfare activities beneficial to the communities in Perak. SASF also represented the legacy of the late Sultan Azlan Shah and the symbol of the Perak Sultanate, which provided an important connection other than closing the gap between the king and the people, including the Orang Asli. Meanwhile, Tok Batin of the Kampung Batu of Batu 17, Kampung Bawah Sekam Orang Asli, who only wanted to be identified as Long, said 200 people from over 30 houses in his village were happy at the installations of water system. We were using piped water, but we want a better water treatment system to avoid diseases, he said. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay, I want to share about my news from CDC News. The topic is vaping illness outbreak surpasses 1,000 cases, 18 deaths with no sign of slowing. This news published on 3rd October by Berkeley Lovelace Jr. Vaping has become ever present among teens, but the health risks are real. That they know that vaping are dangerous for them. Okay, vape pens are easy to conceal. They are easy to confuse with other electronic gadgets like USB flash drives, and they generally don't leave lingering smells on clothes. All these things make them appealing to underage users and confounding to parents. Gone are the days when sniffing a teenager's jacket or gym bag counted as passive drug screening. Now, if parents want to know if their teens are vaping nicotines or cannabis, their best bet is a good old-fashioned conversation. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the number of cases of deadly vaping illness continues to rise at a brisk pace, with 18 confirmed deaths and more than 1,000 cases throughout the United States. The CDC has identified 275 new cases over the last week and is investigating several other deaths that are suspected of being caused by vaping. So, the doctors still don't know what makes people sick, but they are sure that vaping are cause dangerous for our teenagers. That's all for me. From me.
So we have come to the end of our discussion, and now we need to choose two news that we want to add in our health section. So I will start first, and for me, I will choose the mental health, because mental health is not something that people are comfortable to talk about it, and most of the mental health illness fighters doesn't want to reach out, and because they are afraid of being judged, because mental health is stigmatized and society may view them as weak for not holding themselves together. So mental health in our health section is to educate our readers to break the hurtful stigma and help our readers to understand the mental illness fighters better, and instead of brushing this mental health topic under the rug, so let's talk about it.
So I stand firm with my choice, which is his issue, because I think I want to educate our readers about his what to do, tips and the causes and so on. So that's my opinion.
So I support your opinion, and I choose his because it is more relevant to the situation in our country. So moreover, we have recently suffered from severe haze, so people need to care about what happened in our country and keep healthy during the haze season.
For me, I also agree to support the haze topic because it not only relate among Malaysia. As we all know, lately there are many forest burning in the world. So it actually can cause lung cancer, asthma and other chronic diseases. So I think it's an important topic to discuss for us.
As for me, I support mental illness because nowadays this mental illness is the issue that happen in our country right now. Most of the patients are teens, and some of them not provide. We should give more awareness about mental illness to other people so that we can.
For me, I would like be ready to push to cover mental illness issue because we all know that mental illness is a serious issue, and there is no cure to this disease till now. And I really hope that the readers will understand how the patients feel about.
I stand with my choice because to spread awareness of the importance of mental illness to community in Malaysia.
How about you, Aqil?
For me, I also support the mental illness and mental problem which occurred in Malaysia, because mental illness is like everyone said that we can't cure it. We need someone to consult them, and then they will open their heart and then let us to like cure their hearts, because it's not like a doctor which can open a medicine to them and then they can be cured after they eating the medicine. It's like you need to have a consult, and then they are willing to open their hearts to being cured by the counseling people. So I think mental health issue is important because nowadays teens they suffer from like stress, whether it's from their appearance or their studies or their exam. And then I think it's important to spread the awareness in the society in order to prevent the suicide case in Malaysia.
So we already come to the decision, and majority of us choose mental health and haze to be added in our health section for be ready to post news publications. So thank you for coming to our second discussion.